wants to look right. There we go. Okay.
Hi, I'm Carol Weiss.
Nice to meet you, Carol.
Nice to meet you, John.
Okay, what drew you to Nichiren Buddhism?
So, that's kind of two layers. One, I had been searching from a young age. The reality, so that's the one level, is there was openness, but the reality is that my sister started chanting, and she was concerned I was going to commit suicide in her apartment. So as a brand new member, like she got the Gohansen in May, I got the Gohansen in August. As a brand new member, she chanted 3 hours a day for me to chant and not kill myself.
Wow.
So she saved my life by doing that. And I think that Daimoku was the foundation of our practice because we both continued. Obviously, the organization has been a huge support, but it was her prayer for my life. Yeah.
Back in 2013, when I myself was going through a lot of challenges in my personal life, a broken marriage, and my family was also going through a financial crisis. It was then that my mother got introduced to the practice in India, and then one by one we all started chanting and practicing Nichiren Buddhism.
I think as human beings we have a role. I think traditionally women have been comfortable in supporting roles, but I also feel that some of the gifts that are normally associated with women, ability to dialogue, ability to compromise, ability to stay in relationship even when it's difficult, the ability to look at the icky stuff head on, death, sickness, and stay engaged with that. I think are things that sometimes women are seen as stronger in those, but I feel that those are human traits that we can help everyone experience, because I think it makes your life richer to do those things.
And what has kept you practicing?
I would never claim that my challenges have vanished after chanting, but it's been 5 years, and Nichiren Daishonin, writings of Nichiren Daishonin or SGI has made me realize that I need to shift my fundamental core to see a change in my environment. So it's basically me who needs to change and who needs to improve. And if something bad is happening, it is not a punishment. It is the cause that I made sometime in past, and that is kind of empowering to me. So yeah, that keeps me chanting.
I moved here in 1998, and at that point I had 23 years of practice under my belt. When I moved here, my observation was that there were people who had been chanting here for a long time, I think many of them very sincerely, but there had not been, in my opinion, sustained growth. There wasn't a history of victory here, like a real confidence that we're practicing to change things, like actually change things in the real world. I think for many of us, certainly for me, I would chant to fulfill my mission, but I had no real concrete sense ever. Well, what is that? Am I really doing it? Am I failing? Am I doing well? That was an actual question. But the day that Sen was appointed, I didn't know he was going to be appointed region leader. But I'm sitting in the auditorium, and his appointment was announced. And from the depths of my life, I was happier that day than at almost any other moment, because we were doing it.
Coming to USA was not my choice, and I was so upset initially, but because of SGI Madison, I got the privilege of meeting wonderful people. They helped me realize my mission in USA. I feel truly honored when leaders encourage me to lead the Gongyo or do MC or take Gosho studies, and now I feel I did it. I did not come because of my husband, but I came for myself.
As Madison Chapter, we were raising and producing amazing leaders, and I felt a tremendous sense of personal victory. Not because, anybody looked at me and said, Carol, look at that. But I knew that had been a core part of my prayer for many years. And I felt like you know, I have been part of creating a chapter where now wonderful leaders are emerging. And, you know, always what President Kata says is he talks about wave after wave of capable people. And one way I've interpreted that is that when a person steps out, the next person is there, you know, and when I die, the next generation is going to be there. And so that's why raising leaders is so important. And I feel like I have been part of making this.